Alright everybody, welcome back to 2TEN90 Brewing. Today we have a really special brew day for you. We've decided for the first time to enter into a competition, a homebrew competition. Andy,
so we like our beers, but one thing that we've been missing is feedback and constructive criticism from some people that really know what they're talking about. So this is a chance for us to try to elevate our game a little bit. And they have 3 categories. We're each going to jump into one of those. They've got an IPA/aggressive IPA category. I'm going to jump in that aggressive IPA category. They've got stout, which Todd's going to jump into, and they've got the wheat category, which he's going to jump into.
Alright, special brew day again. Just getting started here, just about 10 minutes into my mash. Again, I'm going, entering into the wheat category, so a lot of flake wheat, half the bill is wheat, going aggressive actually with the hops. So I'm in the stout category, and I decided to do a sort of a coconut stout with some oatmeal in it, so it's an oatmeal coconut stout. I'm actually cooling down. I'll be pitching my yeast in about 5 minutes.
And so I jumped into that aggressive double IPA category because that's where I'm most comfortable. So,
Shocker.
20 pounds of grain sitting in there right now. It's going to be a big beer, over 9%. It's a red rye double IPA. So they ask for aggressive. They get aggressive.
All right, well, cheers, guys. Let's win this thing.
All right, boys, let's go.
All right, folks, so here we are. First beer on deck, my beer, the wheat. This is the Hallow wheat that we're calling this. So as you can see, pretty good color, kind of little floater yeast in there. So I think it, in terms of appearance, nailed it in that perspective. I was shooting for, middle of the run here, combination of American style wheat beer and German beer. Probably a little on the bitter side for an American, or excuse me, for a German beer, but definitely maybe not too bitter for an American style. So
I think Andy said it. You put a orange in
there.
there.
It's a
Blue Moon.
So nice appearance.
That's right. So let's get a nose on it. Clovey, smells like a classic, wheat beer to me, right?
Absolutely.
Banana, clove.
Yeah.
I assume that's from the yeast you used.
Yep. 380.
Yeah.
White Labs 380.
Okay.
Yep. Hefeweizen 4 is the.
All right. Cheers.
So, absolutely.
Nice nose to it, definitely.
See, big boy glass today.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, to me, I'm not a huge wheat fan, but that tastes like every great wheat that I've had. It's got clove, banana, crisp finish. Actually, it lingers a little bit on your tongue.
Yeah, it's. You can even see the lacing on this thing. This is a pretty beer. Well done.
It'll be interesting to see what the judges have to say. I think it's great.
I like it.
I'm not a big wheat fan, and I don't know a lot about it, but to me, it's good.
Yeah, this is.
I did go with some grapefruit peel in this one, but so I don't know if you can pick up any of those. It wasn't a lot, only an ounce.
Some of those clovey and
banana,
they're overpowering, so it's probably hard.
To me, it's how it should taste. Well done.
But
good job.
yeah, this is it's a winner, buddy.
Good job.
Right. Love it.
All right, so my competition beer is a coconut stout. 3 pounds of toasted coconut went into this, a pound in the mash, pound in the fermenter after it's done fermenting, and then a pound in the keg. So we're hoping that coconut comes through on this. So I've had it, I think it does. As you can see, nice black color, cannot see through it. There was a nice sort of brownish head to it. Nose should be coconut. And it is toasted coconut.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So big time toasted coconuts. I love coconut. I know you're not a big fan, but I love it. I've brewed sort of this same beer before as sort of like a brown ale. Using chocolate malt in here to really get that dark flavor. I also have Munich in here, a little bit of Munich. But
it smells straight up like an almond joy, man.
So let's
It
go.
smells like a candy bar.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
a candy bar.
Sweet
Stout.
chocolate.
There you go.
Maybe a little coffee tone too.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Definitely get the coconut come through.
Yep.
Ton of coconut.
Coconut.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of
bad.
Which
It's
is
not
what
bad.
you're
It's not
shooting for.
overpowering.
No, I mean, that's the point, right? I mean, you went for
That's
for
the
coconut.
yeah.
And,
Wanted the coconut to be the sort of the dominant player here. I think it is. I think the finish is a little bit roasted. There is chocolate malt in here. There's meat, so there are roasted malts in here for a stout. I think it does work. I don't think it's so sweet that it's crazy sweet. We'll see what the judges think. Though.
It tastes pretty balanced.
Yeah.
it is balanced, but you definitely
It's coconut bomb.
yeah. And the nice thing is, I think this is almost what you went for the first time you tried to do
And
this.
you know what?
Yeah.
You had a little oatmeal, if I'm not mistaken, in this.
There is some oatmeal. That's right. Yes.
Yeah,
so
you
there
can
was
get some
oatmeal.
of the
I did
oatmeal
use flaked oats in
there.
I did. Yep. So it does have oat in it too. So yeah, good catch on.
It'd be funny. Throw a link back up to the video that you did the first time.
The first time.
Tried the coconut and
Yep.
just kind of.
Which was good too.
He was
Yeah.
hearing the review and the differences
Yeah.
here because I think what you were shooting for on that video
Yep.
probably came through here
Yep.
to showcase
100%.
well. So.
All right. So that's mine.
Well
We'll see what the
done,
judge
buddy.
thinks.
Yeah,
Andy,
well
you're up
done.
next.
Good job.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Last but not least, we're gonna do the red rye that I brewed, the ISOL Red Rye Double IPA. This is a pretty big beer. You can check it out. It's 14 pounds of Red X malt,
Man.
and then almost 5 pounds of rye, and then a little bit of Crystal 20 just to kind of kick it
So
up
hold on
the
now. The nose, you just smelt it. I smelt it.
It's a fruity hop bomb.
So Andy, tell them your hop
many-
schedule.
yeah,
What's going on here?
We
Yeah.
flashed the hop schedule. You can check it out in our
Yeah.
brew day footage here. But there's 5 different hops in here. Went more on the tropical side this time to try and I think I needed it with all that rye and kind of Red X in there. You needed something to kind of brighten it up and kind of counterbalance that malty bitterness that you're going to get.
But you
from
also
this.
put 5.5 ounces in the keg.
Dry hopped
So
it
this
with
sucker-
5 minutes. So you smell it, you taste
where
it.
you're getting that
But
Is that what
Yeah.
5.5 ounces?
That's what it
in your
smells like.
dry hop
It smells
smells
like.
like?
That was awesome.
It does.
9%,
Oh my
not for the
goodness.
faint of heart.
Cheers, guys.
9%. Way to
But
go.
enjoy
Cheers,
it.
Vince.
Enjoy it.
Yeah, but so you brewed this something like this. How did you make it different?
Well, so the first go around with this, when I used Red X, first of all, I only used 1 pack of the Y yeast. I think it was a 1056. And this
So it didn't
one,
get down as
I
much.
almost, quadrupled the amount of yeast in this one. But
How many pounds of rye did you use?
almost 5. So
we're saying 14
Wait,
pounds
you
of...
used 19 pounds in this thing?
Mhm.
Jesus, man.
It's a big boy. I told you.
I don't remember that. Well, I think it's great. This is a classic Andy beer.
Yeah, this
Right?
is a big
This
boy.
is-
I had to go back to my roots, guys. So
But you know what? This is, I mean,
But for 9%, it doesn't taste.
it doesn't taste
good.
overly alcoholic.
Yeah.
It's not hot. It doesn't give you that,
Right.
sharp.
Again, you can kind of look at the lacing on this puppy. I mean, this is
Yeah.
This is,
well. There's also almost a pound of
this is like
maltodextrin in this too.
like
So
a
it's
double.
the cool thing about started doing this for a while. We're kind of cycling through now. We tried the coconut again. We tried the Red X again with the IPA, and we're seeing how those little changes.
Yeah.
In some cases, big changes, but
Yeah.
but you know they can make a big difference in this. So
tweaks.
start to
Yeah.
tweak it and kind of hone your craft a little bit. I think all the beers are better this time around.
Yeah, we're getting
And I think
That's good.
it's starting to come through. So even if the judges aren't giving us straight A's,
Yeah.
we're liking what we're
We
drinking,
like
which,
it.
which is good.
That's all that matters, right?
Yeah, so,
All right, well, cheers, guys.
well
And
done.
let's keep going.
all right, guys, we've brewed them, we've reviewed them, and we sent them off to the competition to see what the judges thought about our beers. We got some really positive feedback that we're going to go over with you right now. Thoughts?
So I'll talk about my wheat beer that I entered first. Overall, pretty good scores. Most of the comments were about, I think, issues we had with the bottling. So
that's a long
lack
story.
of carbonation on the beer. I think we were playing around with the beer gun for the first time. So
Yeah, we
less
keg
fun.
everything. And so bottling for us, we didn't use the normal priming sugar. We went with the bottling gun, which we never used before. It's great if you can do it right. And we're getting there, but we were not there yet.
Yeah, so I think that hurt a little bit as far as scoring wise. Overall, though, I think did pretty well. I think most of the comments were, at least on the wheat, that again a little bit flat, some plastic smells, plastic aromas. So I think there might have been some issues there with oxidation, things
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But
So then we also entered 2 of our Oktoberfest beers that we got good responses from. We had extras, so we said, let's get feedback on it. Eric, what did they say about yours?
got good scores on the wheat, or excuse me, on the Martin. I think overall good balance between the malt and the sweetness. Not overly hoppy as far as the scoring. So yeah, I felt pretty good about that.
Good beers.
As far as the scoring for the.
If you guys want to check out that Oktoberfest video too, we'll link you right back up here so you can see. It was a good time.
Yeah.
And you can see all 7 actually of the beers on display at that point. Todd, any feedback?
So I had the coconut stout. Didn't score as well as I wanted it to, and I kind of see why now. You know, mentioned issues with carbonation. A lot of the feedback, I had 3 judges. They talked about it being astringent, too much dark malts in it for a sweet stout. So, you know, that being said, gotta watch that. So it's good feedback, you know, for the next time I do that. So the other beer I had was the Acetic Island Oktoberfest Marzen. That actually got really good grades, similar to E's. Talked about the malt profile being right on for the style, and the one comment was the bitterness was a bit high for it, which was surprising, but it actually placed. Ta-da!
First piece of hardware, too.
Yeah.
Not bad.
We got a good 3rd place finish in the, what was it, the dark European lager? Yeah, there it is. There's the hardware. So we're pretty psyched about that. I think it validates some of the brewing practices that we had, and I can't wait for the next contest.
Well done, boys.
So, like, subscribe, right?
You got the whole 9 yards. Twitter, Instagram. We'll hook you up with both of those. Tell your friends.
What's coming up next?
Next up, you guys should be seeing Clone Wars, which we've been talking about forever, but it is finally underway. We have all those beers in the hopper. We just got to do some reviews, and I think it's going to be fun. And a couple of reviews that are going to be fun also coming up that you guys are going to want to check out. So stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff coming up for the end of 2017 and lots to look forward to in 2018. Okay, guys, welcome back. The beers are ready. They're fermented. They're no, stop that again. Hold on. Okay. Try again. Let's shorten that up. Let's try that again.
Let's try that again!
We're gonna take them out and we're gonna take them out. Excuse me, while I whip this out. That didn't work at all.
You know, here it is.
You should wink at the camera though. But is Todd good at, is he still play guitar? I was like,
no.
He's really good at air guitar. She said, that's not a thing. And he's like, no, it is a thing.
Yeah, that's good.
Don't move my damn wheat. I have coconut, and more coconut.
All right, so my competition beer. I did. You're not ready. No, you don't have to. You don't have to.
Down it, chug it.
That's true. Oh, shit. That's true.
Oh shit.
You think it's gonna make? Should that go on there?
All right. Ready.
Don't put that in there. How's it glare on my forehead?
It's consistent.
All right, Andy. Let's go.
All right, okay.